Right, welcome back to the channel. So we got this PHEV Outlander. It's got all those warning lights on it. Let's have a scan. Now, the customer said he put a wheel speed sensor in it. So, but I've just cleared the codes, took it up the road, and all the warning lights have come back on again. So, let's have a look. Rear left wheel speed performance, front left wheel speed performance. Right, let's get him up in the air and have a look. Okay, so looking at the front left wheel speed sensor. I don't know how well you can see that, but the bolt isn't in there properly. The sensor's not all the way home. The bottom ball joint gator is split. And up here they've obviously broken the bolt. Well, that secures to the strut and that's just cable tied on. Oh, what a quality fucking bodge that is. Right, moving on to the rear then. Right, that looks like a new wheel bearing in there. So old sensor clipped into a new wheel bearing. It's not even in properly. Oh, I love it when people do stuff themselves. They say, oh, I've got a mate that can do it cheaper. For the sake of drilling out one broken bolt, they've bodged it like that. Right, let's have this sensor out of here then. Because this is a non-genuine sensor, I'm going to compare the resistance to the one on the other side, because usually these spurious sensors are a load of shit. So we're going to get this out of here. I'm going to have a look at the reluctor ring inside, make sure that's good, and then measure the resistance of this sensor. Okay, this part of the sensor is the bit that reads the magnetic ring down in the hole. Now, I'm not sure how well you're going to see this, but see that ring on the left of the hole? Well, it's not moving when I'm turning the wheel. That's just sitting there, it's not doing a thing. So if that's not moving with the wheel, how's it ever going to read a wheel speed? And one bolt in one way, one in the other, so that's been off. You can see the caliper's been off. They haven't peened the dry shaft nut, so that's been off, and that's obviously why the bottom ball joint is leaking grease, because they've beat the shit out of that. Okay, so we need to strip this hub now and see what's going on in there. Okay, so I've stripped this hub. I've got it into the back of the wheel bearing. Spot the deliberate mistake. Someone has put a wheel bearing in and they've put it the wrong way round. This here is supposed to be a magnetic ring to pick up on the ABS sensor, and it's usually black or brown in colour. Well, someone's fitted a bearing and it's in the wrong way. Okay, so I've compared the resistance of this new sensor, which is non-genuine, to the sensor on the other side, which is obviously a genuine one. I got 1.6 meg ohms on this one and 1.2 meg ohms on the other side. So even after changing the bearing, the higher resistance of this sensor could be enough to throw a fault code, but I'm not going to know until I fit the bearing and tried it. So on the rear, I've managed to clip the sensor back in, so hopefully that will work. I'll have to spin the wheel and get a wheel speed reading up on the laptop and see if that's working. Right, so Dale's going to spin the rear left wheel now and see if we get a speed reading. And they are, he's working now. Yeah, it's working, Dale. Alright, thanks mate. Okay, so I got the hub out of it, put the hub in the vise and beat the middle out of it. And out there, I'll get this staple. There, that is our magnetic ring, because the staple sticks to it. So there we go, bearing's definitely been put in the wrong way. I have a new bearing, so I'm going to go and fit that now. Okay, so I just got the circlip out. I'll just use those long nose pliers there to do it. But I've just noticed these cut marks. So obviously whoever did it last couldn't get the circlip out and they've cut it. There's some bodging arseholes around, isn't there? There's our new bearing, and as you can see, it's silver on that side, dark on that side, and that brown bit is the magnet for the ABS sensor. So as the ABS sensor is there, the bearing has got to go in that way round, not that way, which is the way it was fitted. So there we go. Right, so press him in now. Oh, fucking get in there. So I eventually got the inner part of the race off of this, and you can see last time, whoever done it last, cut it off with a saw or grinder or whatever. I cut into that. That's why I warm them up, to avoid that. Hey ho, right, let's press the bearing in then. Okay, so there's the bearing pressed in with the correct part facing towards the sensor. That gate is split. I can't do nothing about that. We've got nothing here to do that, so I'm just going to have to advise it and let it go like that. It will fail in MOT when it comes around it. I'm going to have to do something with the brake pipes and whatever you up there. That's all a bit of a mess. Right. So the gun on do up, shall we? Right, sort this bloody mess out now. Right, it takes some very careful drilling, that is. I'm not quite in the middle there, but hey-oh, here's what it is. You'll be a bit careful because I don't want to drill through the strut. Yeah, right, Right, try and centralise this somehow. Right, I've managed to get some kind of a thread in there, so I think I will should be able to wind a short bolt into that now. Okay, now isn't that better? Well, I've got to do the same there. Now there's a broken bolt there which holds the ABS wire to that bracket, so I'm going to have to drill that out. It's a stud, so I'll just drill that and put a nut and bolt in. Now it's secured to there, I can get a hold of it now and just throw the drill up it and drill that broken stud out. There's a big difference to having a job done cheaply to having it done right. Okay, that's all the bodge up sorted. Right, we get the sensor in now and then see if it will read a wheel speed. Right, let's see if this front wheel speed sensor is going to work. Spin it, Dale. Yeah. Go on. Yeah, he's working. Yeah. Lovely job, yeah. Cheers, Dale. So we'll go in now. Clear the codes. And now, hopefully, that should be right. We'll take him up the road. That should be right. Right, unfortunately, I didn't film an outro. I totally forgot all about it. It was rushing around. It was the end of the day. Customer was waiting for that car as well. But it was fine. Took it up the road. No lights came on. And it was behaving as it should. But wow, what a mess that was. You know, it just beats me. The things that people do to cars and think they can get away with it. I mean, that was just ridiculous. I mean, not only was the bearing fitted the wrong way round, but the way that the wire and everything was all bodged up to the strut, it was just an absolute mess. There's no excuse for shoddy workmanship like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time. All the best.